and we pull it. We got bad bitches talking cause they do this. Run up on us, you get dropped, bitch, you stupid. You don't want me pull a knife to a ring fight. Switchblade, blade runner on the king, right? Magic killer on the floor, devil in your six. The art of finesse by fucking on your chick. We don't throw down in the air, we just shoot up. The girl want a beast king cause she chews up. I'm too sweet on the lips, now she booed up. She don't fuck with losers, her niggas just screwed up. These niggas thinking you're the realest, fell off the floor. Started laughing at you stupid niggas. Life is war when you out here grinding and you hustle. I'll make sure that you niggas won't scorn. I'ma leave your ass scorn. Call me Jay White and I'm the switchblade. Hit the blade runner on these bitch maids. Why you little niggas play with Beyblades?
You bow down to the king, I'm your sensei.
I don't give a fuck what you say. Get your ass whooped like buffet. I finesse 3 or 4s like Chris Bay. Yeah, you can keep your mouth closed. Comprende?
I'm over here while I'm with the Bullet Club. Switchblade, hit your belly, good to be your dub. Me and LP, gotta get it out the mud. Pulverizing hot beats, that's what I love. In the VIP with the vets be. Cause the game stay cold like Gretzky. We not playing basketball, don't press me. Man, which dude want their face messy? Got more bars than the boulevard. I'm just like a dealer, stay pulling cars. And unpredictable when I'm fully charged. When your entourage over with a fucking car. Got that rock from China. When she slip that shit, I will grind her. My J's white, you can't find her. Awesome caliber like Illa.
Call me Jay White and I'm the switchblade. Hit the blade runner on these bitch maids. Why you little niggas play with Beyblades?
You bow down to the king, I'm your sensei.
I don't give a fuck what you say. Get your ass whooped like buffet. I finesse 3 or 4s like Chris Bay. Yeah, you can keep your mouth closed. Comprende? Call me Jay White and I'm the switchblade. Hit the blade runner on these bitch maids. Why you little niggas play with Beyblades?
You bow down to the king, I'm your sensei.
I don't give a fuck what you say. Get your ass whooped like buffet. I finesse 3 or 4s like Chris Bay. Yeah, you can keep your mouth closed. Comprende?
Yeah. God damn it. I'ma tell y'all niggas one thing. This is goddamn cut dope McGillicuddy. Slap your bitch face. Make her look like silly putty. And I wanna give a big shout out to my nigga, Conan Brooks. And got my nigga Sandman, Illa, pardon me, listen, hold it down,
with
nigga.
this rap, I'm getting bored, give me the weed, yo. Monopoly, nobody stopping me. What you kicking is not hip-hop to me. Ali free, Mayweather, nobody boxing me. Into a box, lyrically, physically, I'm the prophecy. Am I the greatest on the mic? Possibly, probably coke in its purest form, leave you wobbly. Vibe with her, do not vibe with me. None of you niggas live to me. This nation's domination, Dwayne Johnson can't even rock with me. New York nigga, black mask with the do-rag. Act hard if we flaunt, we leaving body parts blue-black. I black my block back, I rack, cover your tracks. It's a fact, this boy snap for the racks. Pack on the back, pack in the rack. No yak, it's fist to the face. Ace go with a black bat for trying to puffy get mace. Back the guard, ask the guards who's kicking it raw after all. They reply, Big Cole, J, Coney, and Nas.
With the Bronx heavyweight salute when you see us. Bars like explosives attached to the speaker. It's hip-hop music, no, not trap.
King Coney Brooks
And the silverback of rap. With the Bronx heavyweight salute when you see us. Bars like explosives attached to the speaker. It's hip-hop music, no, not trap.
King Coney Brooks
And the silverback of rap. When I got the package, all I do is backflips. Hide my stacks in the hole of a mattress. Double in that bread, then put cock in the actress. Cody Brooks and Sandman, yep, it's a classic. Living in the Bronx while using survival tactics. Either you can rap or put a ball in the basket. Rip apart your body and leave nothing but fragments. Cops ask questions, don't tell them what happened. Grew up scrapping rhymes and backpacking. Puncture your lung when
throw javelins. Look at him scared stiff, looking like a mannequin. Kinda like a bomb threat, cause you losers panicking. Packing luggage and leave, go do some traveling. Terrorizing the Bronx with hip-hop savages. Know from how that marijuana in baby cabbages. Flipping that good butt, that's why these haters mad at us. The name of my technique is called variance. These rappers feminine and blow fairy dust. So get it together or get dismembered. Balls like the Hawk with a pissed off temper. Fin wise, just like an oh god that is high. Looks like Popeye, nice and Muay Thai. With the Bronx heavyweight salute when you see us. Balls like explosives attached to the speaker. It's hip hop music, no not trap. King Cody and the silverback of rap. With the Bronx heavyweight salute when you see us. Balls like explosives attached to the speaker. It's hip hop music, no not trap. King Cody and the silverback of rap.
Good. What it do though? Black Star, what it do? What's goody? Who in the building? Ballet, what it do though? What's goody? Man, I hear what you're saying though, Black Star. And other people were saying the same thing also. People were saying that, oh, maybe we may be overreacting. It was hidden messages here and there within the promo. I say this. Man, look, get the fuck out of here with that shit. I'm not trying to be no damn detective. This dude CM Punk was supposed to come through and rip shit up. Facts. That's it. Why are we sitting there and coddling this dude? Why are we doing this? Why are we coddling CM Punk? Why are people just searching and, digging through shards of glass for clues? Stop fooling yourselves. It was some parts here and there. It was okay. Especially admitting that he's home. He knew where his motherfucking bread is buttered. Right. But we're not going to do that. We're not. That shit was a fucking bomb yesterday. It is what it is. We was expecting a pipe bomb. He gave us just the bomb. Now, granted, we watched it together. I was trolling here and there when he was cutting the promo. Because I'm like, okay, we going towards the build-up. Okay, the build-up. Where we going with this? You only had 4 minutes. 4 minutes to pull off a fucking Houdini. We knew it wasn't going to happen, but we still have faith. Again. You still have faith again in this fucking... Nah, I'm not saying that this dude Arrival was a complete blunder. Like no. Because he still got a lot of time. You got Road to WrestleMania, whatever. You still got all that in the horizon. But yesterday was a waste of fucking time. There was some good matches on Raw here and there. But when it came to that promo, hell no, B. He could have did that shit at the beginning of the show. And then, you had Randy Orton do his shit in the middle of the show, whatever. Well, I get it. You're going to have this dude, CM Punk, as the main event because he's the main attraction, he's the money. But it's like, it's just... Man, let me go to the comments, man. I don't give a fuck. I think that shit was a fucking bomb. I went 3 hours. We went 3 hours on a Monday. We don't normally do no shit like that. We was expecting something. Lieutenant Colombo, that's right. Looking through shards of glass. Looking for clues. With that fucking cringy ass promo. It came off as bootlicking a little bit, if you ask me. I love you guys. I'm home. Would he be still saying the same thing if everything in AEW worked out? Yeah, stink bomb. Who's on what fatal four ways going on right now at NXT? I'm gonna turn it there right now. Oh yeah, that's right. Dom is on fighting tonight, right? Let me see.
Dating? He once again meets up with the Oracle.
We already know, B. Y'all hit them thumbs up, open the floodgates. Yeah, buddy. I'm about to look up that match right now, real quick. Give me a second. I be trying to give NXT a chance here and there. Hold on, wait. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. What's going on? Let me know what's going on in the match while I turn to it. Let me know what's going on in the comments. Okay. Black Star set to determine who faces Dom next month. They got a pay-per-view next month or a PLE? All right. I don't know what the hell. My internet's been acting a little silly lately. Shit been acting slow. Hurry up, internet, you bum! Fuck is going on over here? Okay. All right. Let me see. Okay. Oh, Gargano fighting out there? Shit, motherfuckers ain't doing nothing else. So I could ask Gargano. Wait, hold on. Wait, is this the right one? It's got to. Wait. Hey, yo, wait, hold on. This is live, right? I got the right episode. Gargano, Bronson Reed, Trevor Murdoch, or Trevor Lee, whatever the fuck he called himself now. Is this right? I guess it is right. Okay. Hey, yo! Oh, shit. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the likes. Nah, that shit was funny as hell. I'm about to open up the floodgates. In a second, y'all. Let's get some more likes up in here, though. Appreciate the likes that we already got. Right now, we watching NXT, believe it or not. Oh! Yeah, West, yeah. They all cooking. Everybody. That dude Dom is scared to death. That's right. I see you, Black Star.
That was a good match.
I only got to see the end of this shit, man.
What Bronson Reed did to Wesley, that was just something. He fucking launched him.
I would say this though, like it's gonna be a time, especially when it comes to Bronson Reed. He got to start winning them big ones, man.
He
Like,
should be a U.S. champion. That's just being the God's honest truth.
yeah, it's almost that time. You can't just keep having this dude lose.
Like he's a
so
very
good.
he's way too good. He's way
losing.
too good for him not to be champion. He's way too good for him not to be champ. That's the sad part about this entire situation.
Okay, so we got Dom against Wesley at Deadline 1 week from Sunday or Saturday.
The only December pay per view this entire month, and now it's closing with Roxy. Roxy and some other chick.
It's a cat fight. What does it do, Toph?
Sup, Toph?
I'm just playing some Miles Morales, chilling.
Yo, Toph, let me get something off my chest real quick. Like, you know that I meant no harm by what I said yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What?
As long as we know we're good.
Yeah, you sounding mad moist right now. Pause.
Nah, he was going for a family matters moment. You know, like how every episode ended with like fucking Carl and
don't be apologizing to this motherfucker. Like, you know how we give it up.
They didn't have to do it like every episode. You always had like the violin episode or something. You know, Eddie, son.
Yeah, like if he still wanted to smoke, I would still.
Oh, please, nah, you I ain't gonna lie, you lost points right there. You lost points.
Nah.
Like, you don't get it damn well. I'll do it.
It don't matter now. What you did right now was just crazy.
No, like, I'll just try and be peaceful. I can be peaceful, right?
No.
Really? Okay.
Toph. So what's good, Henny? Well, what the hell is going on in the background? I'm doing I guess you could say a test run. Just keep that in mind. It's a little test run.
But anyways, I was told by my source that Punk's promo was told to be toned down by the bosses. So that's why he toned it down as much as he did.
Well, that's no surprise because he doesn't have any balls. So,
The thing is like, man, look.
this shit just wasn't good. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying he should have went out there with a machine gun and just start talking about AEW and creating a whole bloodbath. But it's
I
like
left
give
a
us
message.
something.
I left a message on the group, so I'll say it here because I didn't say this yesterday. The reason why it sucked was because there was no mission statement. An example: when Cody came back to WWE, he came back at WrestleMania. And that next night on Raw, the very beginning of the show, that was the first segment. And if you remember, that Raw wasn't good either. It sucked. But he came back the first segment. They didn't make you wait. And the first thing Cody did was like, you know what? My dad never won the WWE Championship, so I came back to WWE to win the title that my dad never won. That's it. Simple and to the point. Cody explained effectively why he returned to WWE. And the problem with the Punk promo was there was no mission statement at all. It was a complete waste of time. Is he back in WWE to get the elusive main event that he felt he was owed? Is he back in WWE to compete in the Royal Rumble? Because the last time he was in that match, he quit. So is he back to kind of erase that memory? Is he back to give back to the fans? Is he back to give back to the wrestlers? Nothing. There's
Exactly.
absolutely
He
nothing.
he gave us nothing.
The
He
promo
just
that
do he
Randy
just do some,
Orton,
you know what I'm saying, and said he just do some little subtle shots here and there and said he's home and he loves us.
the promo that Randy Orton did on the same show earlier, and Cody also did, like those promos gave you more because in those promos, Cody was like, "Okay, I'm going to be entering the Rumble." Okay, so he still wants to finish the story. And Orton's promo was like, "Hey, yo, I'm on Raw, but like, me and the Bloodline are not done." So
He's
those
supposed to be.
promos gave you
He's supposed to be on SmackDown. He's supposed to be on SmackDown on Friday.
right,
Yeah,
right.
he's a
So
free agent.
those
I
promos
think
actually planted seeds.
aren't they both free agents? I think aren't they both free
Well,
agents?
it doesn't matter. They don't pay attention to that shit anyway. The point is that
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
those promos gave you substance, and so what made Punk's promo even worse was they wanted Punk to go out there and basically just give the pro WWE bullshit, which is just not genuine coming from him, and people know that. So when he comes out there when he says WWE is his home, that's the same thing that Cody said in the documentary. But when Cody says WWE is his home, that makes sense because he literally started his career in the WWE developmental system. We saw him grow up in
So you're.
WWE.
So what you're saying is
saw
that.
him.
So what you're saying is that, like that when Punk said it, nobody should believe it, but when Cody said it, there's some belief to
Yeah,
it.
because it's real. Because that is because WWE at the end of the day, it is Cody's home. That's where he got his start. WWE is not where Punk got his start. He's an indie guy. He'll always be an indie guy. He's like Danielson, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe.
Yeah, the
Those
first
guys
time.
can make it to WWE. They can climb to the mountain of WWE, but WWE is not their home, has never been their home, and will never be their home. It's not genuine. And also, that promo completely contradicts everything that Punk has said and done since 2014. They basically wanted him to go out there and be like, ha ha, rah rah, WWE good, and it just doesn't work. And you could see from his eyes, like literally, like go back and watch. I mean, it's not a good promo; it's just 5 minutes, but you could see, compare it, right? Compare that promo he did to the one he did when he made his debut at Rampage. When he was at Rampage, like he was smiling, his eyes were wide open. That was genuine. What you saw last night, that wasn't Punk. That was Phil Brooks, just basically getting paid to say whatever they want him to say. So
And
When he
he
did,
did say that too.
when
He
he did
said
say
that
at
he
the
said
end,
that when he was off, like when
yeah,
not
when he was
directly
at
to
the
the
mic,
mic, but he said that shit. He said
to the
that
camera.
shit on the camera. He said,
Yeah,
"Oh, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make
right,
money."
right. Mox told you. I'm saying like every so much shit happened in AEW that I feel like so many people just I guess it just got lost. You know what it was? It got lost because that was right before the brawl out thing when they were doing that stupid thing with the interim title where Mox was the interim champion. Remember, then he beat Punk on Dynamite in like 2 minutes, whatever. Right before the brawl out shit, Mox said everything. He was shooting. He said, "We both know the only reason you're back is because you ran out of money." Remember, he said that. And then and then the Dynamite right before the All Out, he said, what did he say? He said, CM Punk, fragile mind, fragile body. Fans, enjoy him while you can. And what happened after that? He freaked out and he was gone. That was a shoot.
Let me ask you a quick question, and like answer it as honestly as you can. But would you be saying the same thing if Punk went to TNA?
If he went to TNA, like Punk was fucked anyway, dude. See, here's the thing. The thing is, the only reason he's okay. The reports have already come out.
I ain't gonna lie. If we'd have went to TNA, that would have been funny as hell. But no, I would have been like, you know what? I would have been like, you know what? Salute to Punk for completely humbling himself, number one. But that would have been funny,
right? See, I entertained the idea of him going to TNA/Impact because I thought that if he went there, it would be his way of showing Tony Khan and showing WWE that he can humble himself and basically go to a lesser than place.
Yeah, because at that point, it would have been a wash.
Right, but because of Punk's ego, because of his ego, I figured he's not going to do that. It was WWE or bust because he knows that WWE realistically is the only place that he can go to wash the stink of what happened at AEW. But it's not like WWE came calling. He went to them. And that's the thing that a lot of Punk fans
Oh, my God. The reports were saying that they went to him, though.
No, the reports were saying he went to them.
What I was told was that this whole thing started back in July.
Punk was the one that went to them, dude. Remember when he was still contracted to AEW? Remember when he visited them backstage? It goes as far back as that.
Like Toph was right. Toph was right that he went to them.
Yeah.
But this started back in July. He called Triple H. Triple H answered the phone and said, okay, what do you want? What do you need? He told him what he wanted. They went to negotiation. And
they don't need him.
They signed the
I'm
deal
not the biggest WWE fan, but I'll give them their credit. If this was like 3 years ago or 5 years ago, absolutely they would have approached Punk. But now, like WWE currently as it is, for better or worse, I'm not exactly thrilled with their product. But one of the things that they have done is current day WWE right now, they've solved their babyface problem. We talked about this several times, Sam, man. A couple of years back, they didn't have any baby faces. I know it's still there, but they have. But now,
Dynasty.
Yeah, but right now they actually have marketable baby faces that the fans actually like. Like 5 years ago, they had Roman and it wasn't working. Vince he was so out of touch.
Oh God.
They got like LA Knight, they got Cody, they got Jey Uso, they got Owens, they got Sami Zayn. The crowd actually likes them. So they actually have people that they actually have wrestlers that the fans can get behind. And they're doing pretty good in the heel department too. They got Gunther, they got the Judgment Day, they got Roman in the Bloodline. They got a lot of people in NXT like Braun Breaker.
Remember from before we always said that, WWE don't be making new stars. And they definitely have. Like the past, I would say 3 to 4 years, they definitely made a lot of new stars. So shouts go out to WWE when it comes to that.
Right, that's why I say it's different now. They don't need Punk. Punk needs them.
Yes, they do.
If he doesn't go to WWE,
they do.
No, Punk needs them, right? Because if he doesn't go to WWE, what's he do? Nothing. He just retires because he can't go to New Japan. He can't hack it there. And if he was to go to TNA, that would be looked as a demotion. He fucked himself and burned the bridge at AEW. He can't go to Ring of Honor because TK owns that. He's got nothing left. So yeah,
Ballet, how much views? How much views is that Punk Dad got? What was it, 70 million? What was that? What was that again, Ballet?
71 million.
71 million views, and they don't need Punk. Okay.
No, they don't need him because they're already making their money, bro. They already got Mania sold out. Survivor Series was already sold out.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but at the same token, he's a plus though. He's still an ingredient.
He's the icing on the cake. That's what he basically is. The cake already made.
Yeah, like you can't say they don't. I'm not saying that they.
No, they don't need him, bro. They don't need him.
Look, he's bringing eyes. Like, come on, like Everybody went live yesterday. All those content creators when it comes to wrestling. Everybody went live yesterday for a fucking Monday Night Raw. When's the last time any of us done that shit?
Right, and it sucked.
Yeah, that's when.
You got to play that, you got to play.
That's what I told.
That's another thing too. That's the other thing too. Like we haven't even talked about that, right? Because I was joking about it earlier. I said I've never seen this in a long time. I've never seen like shit change so quickly in 24 hours. People were like yesterday before Raw. People in social media were talking like it was going to be a post-Mania Raw, and then what you got was the most bare bones, basic, boring. It's funny too because I know for a fact. Okay, I'm not bullshitting. I know for a fact a lot of people who haven't watched the full episode of Raw in years turned their TV on to USA to watch it. What the fuck did they show or do to keep any of them? Nothing. It was a boring ass episode.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Like another question, but okay, like let's say that that Punk said what he was supposed to say. It said, "Oh, fuck Tony Khan, this, that, and the other. Oh, fuck the Bucks, this, that, and the other." Do you think, and this is just me just being honest with you, do you think that there would be a massive lawsuit coming his way?
Well, no, it's not about
it would murder every single goodwill that he built up the night before.
No, it's not about him appearing on TV saying "fuck AEW." I didn't expect that anyway. What I expected and what a lot of other people expected was, Punk has developed a reputation for better or worse. That he's got a live microphone. Oh my God, what's he going to say? And that was something that WWE always didn't like about Punk. They didn't trust him. But now it's like, okay, they're embracing it. They kept pushing it so hard. What they should have did, I mean, people would have been pissed off anyway because you said it yourself, Sandman. What they should have did, they should have just opened the show with that. And if they opened the show with that, then it wouldn't have been as bad. It's the fact that it was a basic 3-hour episode. Nothing special happened. There was no new angles, no new debuts. The fact that it was a regular ass episode and they kept making you wait, then just for Punk to come out there and it's just that. That's like the equivalent of you got a hot ass date tonight and she keeps calling you, texting you like, "Yo, I'll be ready at 8. No, I'll be ready at 9. No, I'll be ready at 10. Okay, I'll be ready at 10:30." And then you finally show up at 10:30 and she's like, "You know what? Let's just hang out next week." But what's the fucking point? It feels like a waste of time. That's where and I get why they did it. They did that because they were trying to pop a number. And I'm sure they did a good number, but that shit's only going to work one time. The cat's out the bag. That shit exposed them. It exposed that they don't know what the fuck to do. And Triple H, he even said it himself. He said it himself at the conference that it all came together really quick, like within an hour. Didn't he say that? Like he said it all came together. They didn't have any fucking plans.
Always, these motherfuckers never have any fucking plans.
I remember my source telling me he said plans have changed. I was like, wait, what? He's coming tonight. I was like, wait, what?
I would say this though, Nakamura must beat Cody at least once.
It's not gonna happen.
Beat Cody at least once.
Not gonna happen.
Like that's not gonna hurt Cody. Like, let's really be real, right? We still got all of December. Cody could afford one loss from Nakamura.
Okay,
if Nakamura to look like a legitimate threat, and I'm not saying that Nakamura beat Cody and then they move on from the feud. Of course not. But have Nakamura win once, and then after that, have Cody beat him like twice afterwards. But Nakamura needs one win on Cody Rhodes for him to at least look like a little bit of a fucking threat.
Okay. Let me piggyback off that. Let's say Nakamura beats him December 27th, the final Raw of the year. You'll be okay with that?
Yeah, why not? Because when is the Royal Rumble is when? The 22nd of January or something like that?
Yeah.
It's enough time for him. It's enough time for him to get his get back. He could lose at the end of the year. Why not have Nakamura looking strong at the end of the year? Why not? Like, that's not gonna hurt Cody Rhodes at all. Cody Rhodes is already a made man.
To have Cody get his look back January 3rd. January 3rd, yeah.
And that's when you have him looking strong going in. You have Cody Rhodes looking strong going into the Royal Rumble.
They have Nakamura cost him the Rumble. He's going to lose the Rumble. I think.
There you go. Look, have this dude.
What's going on is it sucks, but Nakamura is the gatekeeper now. He's in the same spot Ziggler's in. The gatekeeper.
He's retiring. That's the reason why he's the gatekeeper now.
Yeah, he's in that role where it's like, okay, we need somebody we have a top person, we have an upper card or a top guy. They got to kill time until the next pay-per-view. So let's give him Ziggler. Let's give him Miz. Now it's Nakamura. He's in that gatekeeper position, And I don't ever hear Nakamura complain.
You hear what Ballet said? Like, look, all the backs that Shinsuke's been watching, give him a treat. He wants something. Like, give him the back. Pause.
One thing that is for sure, and that I am going to not necessarily like go to town, but like I am going to put the pressure on AEW on. They better hit on whoever the devil is. It can't be Jungle Boy, not anymore.
It's Adam Cole, man. It's Adam Cole.
It can't be
Adam Cole. Adam Cole is not legitimately hurt.
It has to be Cole, O'Reilly.
All I know is after last night, they made fucking MJF look like fucking Notre Dame. That was PG Punk for sure.
It has to be Cole, O'Reilly, or Strong. It has to be one of those three. One of those three have to be the devil. Because if it's not, and if it turns out to be Jungle Boy, the same
Donnie said it's Tony Khan.
The same amount of criticism that you're giving Punk now, we got to give it the other way.
I don't take this story seriously personally, but that's just me.
No, but hold on. Now, if it ends up being Tony Khan, would you say that he's a hypocrite too, Tove?
I don't care who it is. I'm not really invested in the story. So,
but it's the biggest story in AEW, so you got to pay attention to
it. These stories never have a plan.
It's the only story in AEW.
Every time a wrestling company does these, you've talked about this before, and it was like one of the first conversations we had. Anytime a wrestling company does a whodunit story, there is never a plan written from the beginning. It's whoever they feel like makes sense at the time. This goes as far back to who ran over Austin. Remember, they said Rikishi ran over Austin. That was fucking stupid. Rikishi was an over babyface that ruined his momentum. Then they were
okay. Then what about HBK and Triple H? What about that?
That was
to be fair, that
storyline was good. That was a good storyline.
Yeah, that was a good story, but it wasn't a story that they were milking for months. That just went on for a few weeks. That was a good angle, though. Like, off the top of my head, I think of the Black Scorpion and WCW. They didn't have any plans for that. It ended up being Ricky.
I remember that storyline.
Yeah, that was stupid.
I was so pissed for the chance to be player.
Right, the Who Ran Over Austin, because the Who Ran Over Austin, that went like for the rest of '99 and like half of 2000. They didn't have any plans for that. The Aces and Eights shit. That was one of the first rants I ever heard you say, Sandman, about like who's running the Aces and Eights. Like, that was a good angle TNA did, but you could tell they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Yeah. I always remember when they did the fucking match at Bound for Glory, they unmasked the guy and it was Devon. And the crowd was chanting, "This is awkward."
Right. It was like, okay, Devon is a first member. Like, what?
Right. And then
so it's like in a way. So it was like, in a way, you will know it has to be Bully being a part of Aces and Eights also, because it's like, okay, if his brother's there, he's not going to beef with his brother for long.
Right. And then the most notorious example is, the higher power, because, I was too young to really understand what was going on, but I know a lot of fans were really, really invested in the higher power shit. And it
the funniest part about that storyline was JR going, "It's me." I said, "Oh, damn it."
Right. Because as far as I know, is the only thing I know about the devil shit, and I'm sure you guys have heard it too. The only thing I know about the devil shit.
Hold on. Excuse me, Tove. Dynasty is asking if you was reading the comments.
Shout out to Samoa Joe getting kidnapped.
Yeah, that was never explained either. He came back with a tattoo on his face. What was it? Nation of Violence. That was fucking stupid. The only thing I know about the devil story is that because I mean you can see it yourself is that every time they have the devil appear, they have somebody else playing the role just to throw fans off, which is pretty obvious. So yeah.
But it's Adam Cole. Adam Cole's the devil, yeah.
They should drown out longer then, because Cole is hurt.
I'm telling you, I don't think he's legitimately hurt. That's what makes the story or the swerve even better. Had this dude play it off like he wasn't even hurt all along.
Like if it turns out to be Cole, Cole, I would like it would be like okay, like that was expected, but I wouldn't be mad.
You know what I think they could do?
What would that be?
You've seen Scream, right? Have you guys seen the movie Scream?
Yeah, a little bit, barely.
All right, I can't speak for the new ones, but in the original ones, you know, the masked person wasn't one person; it was two.
Remember
people. So what I think would be a good swerve is Cole can still turn on MJF. That can still happen, and MJF can be like, I figured it was MJF could be like, Roddy told me you were the devil, but I didn't want to believe him. And then Cole could be like, I'm not the devil. I just want to get my revenge. And then that's when MJF can be like, wait a minute. If you're not the devil and Roddy's not the devil, then who is? And that's when the lights go out. So you have like a double swerve where Cole can still turn heel, but then you reveal the actual devil, and then the devil like takes them both out. That would be a really good swerve. That's what I would do. But it would have to be, I don't know.
That would be nice. And the devil would be Batista.
Know what song Cole should get back to? His ROH theme. His ROH theme kicks ass.
Yeah, that was a good theme. That was a good theme.
Yeah, I barely watched Scream though, but I ain't gonna lie, not bad, Tove.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I kind of like that.
Not bad.
Speaking of teams who suck, Sacramento fucking sucks. Golden State fucking sucks too.
And the Knicks.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about the Knicks, right?
Par for the course.
The Knicks, it's like these dudes average like over 100 points a game now, and they still lose all the time.
They play no defense. Like, what the fuck? If RJ Barrett is your best player, you have a very serious problem.
Yo, how you average over 100 points a game and you still lose? I'm not playing basketball no more. What's the point?
The better Knicks team was those. The better Knicks team was those teams in the 90s when they had those Bronx bullies in Mason, and
hell yeah, fucking Anthony Mason, Charles Oakley.
Those Bronx bullies. Sprewell literally choked his coach and went to the Knicks.
Yo, that was the best we were. Like at that time, remember we went to the motherfucking finals. That's the last time we went to the finals.
If it wasn't for Ewing fucking up his Achilles, the finals would have been a lot closer.
Ewing let us down big time, more than once.
But there was no way in hell you was beating that Spurs team. There's no way in hell you was beating Duncan and Robinson.
No. Fucking Jamaican curry goat sucking punk. Anyways,
but there's no way in hell you was beating those. You was beating that Spurs team. There's no way in hell you was beating Duncan and Robinson. No.
Dynasty said, yeah, he was randomly dressed up as a Blue Blazer once in '99. H.O. What the hell? What's H.O.? Anyway, let me find out. You got me lost right there, Dynasty. That H.O. shit.
I think he was responding to somebody else. Because he was randomly dressed up as a Blue Blazer. He was referencing. Go back to another comment to see what exactly he was referencing.
Mark Henry was the Blue Blazer. What? When was that?
He was?
He said like Mark Henry being the Blue Blazer. To say it wasn't. Wait, I don't remember that at all. You remember that, Toe? Remember? You remember Mark Henry being the Blue Blazer?
Like I remember Mabel.
I don't have any recollection of that, but Mark Henry and Owen were good friends in real life, so I can see.
Yeah.
I remember Mabel.
That shit is random as fuck, though. Imagine Mark Henry wearing the Blue Blazer outfit. What we doing here?
Like I remember Mabel and Mo being doink. Remember that?
Yeah, that was Survivor Series. Yeah,
guy, that was a fucking disaster. How did Clay Thompson suck all of a sudden? When did that start?
You said what?
I said, when did Clay Thompson start sucking all of a sudden? When did that start? Clay would drop 40 on somebody and only dribble the ball 9 times. That's how much of a sharpshooter Clay was. Nowadays, okay. Clay's averaging 18 and lucky to average 18.
Okay.
That makes no fucking sense. Speaking of no defense, Houston and Dallas is 96-94.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
So what's going on tomorrow with AEW? I know the Continental Cup. The Continental Classic is still going on.
Well, that fucking disaster.
What else we got going on tomorrow for Dynamite?
I think Swerve's supposed to face Jay White. That should be.
That's the only match I'm watching.
Nothing else?
Let me see what the card is. No, I'm trying to look up the card now.
Okay. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. After this, I'm gonna fucking watch the first half of the first half of the second season of Invincible.
Oh, I've heard good things about that.
Yeah, I love Invincible. Be like, I ain't watched the second season yet. The first half, I ain't watched that yet, but I'm definitely.
Who heard that 50 Cent is trying to buy Revolt from?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yo, 50 is a fucking mess, man.
He's King Troll. That's what he is.
He really is.
The funniest troll job he ever did was when he said, like, I would give $1 million to Floyd Mayweather if he could read Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
You got the call pulled up, Joe?
Yeah, the only matches they got advertised is Roosh against Mark Briscoe, Jay against Swerve, and Mox against Jay Lethal.
That's a Continental Classic.
Yeah, and Christian's going to respond to Adam Copeland because Copeland challenged him to a match. So
now hold on, let's talk about my dude real quick. Chill.
What, Christian Cage?
Yes, yo,
best heel in wrestling.
Yo, this dude run right now is monumental.
He's the best. He's the best.
This shit is immaculate. It's immaculate.
I give up. He's the best heel in wrestling without a shadow of a doubt.
Right now, he's cooking. Like he's almost there to Roman Reigns level. He's almost there.
He's better than Roman. He's better than what Roman was last year.
I can't wait for Nick Gage's mom or whatever the kid's name is for his mom to turn heel, and then Christian makes out for just like he did.
Oh, that'll be amazing!
It's coming.
That will be fucking amazing. What? But that should have happened before this dude Nick Wayne joined them. That would have been better. But that would still would have been hot because wow, this dude. So what y'all think is gonna happen with Kill Switch? Is he gonna take off the mask? Is he gonna get a new mask?
He just take off the mask and just go maskless.
That's definitely the end game for sure. Because the thing about Luchasaurus that people don't know is actually pretty cool was he always wanted to have a dinosaur inspired gimmick. And because what people don't know is he was actually in WWE developmental. And developmental didn't like it. And it was actually Dusty. Dusty Rhodes was one of the few people that thought it could work. And he said, yeah, bro, like you should totally like, just go all in on the dinosaur thing. And that's when what's his name? Oh boy, Bill DeMont was the FCW head trainer. A lot of people.
Well, that ass wipe.
Yeah, I am sorry about what happened to his daughter, though. That was very unfortunate.
No. It's like I feel bad for him, but he's still an ass wipe.
Yeah, for sure. So, but yeah, so he really sort of went all in on the Luchasaurus thing because Dusty Rhodes told him, and that was actually one of the last people Dusty taught before he died, which is a pretty cool story. So, but yeah, I think that is the end game. The end game is going to be him when he finally turns. Because he hasn't spoken. That's crazy. His entire run in AEW, he's never said a single word, not once. Because he does the whole. I think that's the end game. When he
like
turns,
I remember
take off his mask.
Like I remember when Kane first spoke, and The Rock made fun of him. He said, "Like my name is Kane,
and I'm a Ruby Poo
candy ass."
Right. Yeah, what should happen? What should happen is the story should end just like how it began, because when Adam Copeland talked to Christian gave him a hug, and then Christian told him to go fuck himself, which was great. That should be the turn. When Luchasaurus kills Switch, whatever he wants to call himself, he should
Switch. I like that name. Kill Switch, right. The finisher.
Kill Switch should give when Christian finally loses the TNT title, whatever the fuck happens, he needs to get in the ring. Christian's telling him to do whatever, and then like he gives Christian a hug, and then he tells Christian, go fuck yourself, just like he told Adam to go fuck yourself, and then he takes off his mask and just lays him out. It'll be a huge pop. Of course he'd have to change his character completely, which is a risk, but
take off the mask.
Right. I think that's the end game for sure. He's definitely going to take off the mask and be who he is.
And what would that be? He would just be I don't know. His regular name is his government name.
Yeah, well, it's a dangerous thing to do that because when you
right, exactly.
Right, it's got to work. It's got to because
it'd be his government name. His name would be I don't know, Adam Tompkins.
It's definitely a risk when you do that because if your whole character is your mask, when you lose that could be the end. Glenn Jacobs, big ups to him.
I was about to say, perfect example. Yeah.
He
made this shit. He made it work, and I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was disappointed when he took off the mask because we was all expecting his face to look like on some
mangled,
deformed. Right. You know what I mean? Like his face was on a motherfucking grill or something like that. Yeah. That shit looked mad as fuck. All he did was have a couple of football camouflage around his eyelashes.
If you remember, he was teaming with RVD. And RVD, he's got a podcast too. And RVD said when he was teaming with Kane, when they were traveling, he was always trying to get Kane to, smoke some blunts, smoke some weed. And he never did because he was straight edge. But he said the only time that Kane took him up on the offer was the show where after he unmasked, where he had to do the first, what was it like? He had to, do you remember?
It was like a Monday Night Raw when he had to take that shit off. Was it Monday Night Raw?
Yeah, it was. It was.
Then he burned JR the following week.
Right. Yeah. The first show after he lost the mask, and Rob Van Dam said Kane was so nervous because he knew like it had to hit because if it didn't, like his career was done. So I was like, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. So
well, like I just expected him. We all expected him to look deformed because that was always the buildup. Ever since Kane, showed up, they was always saying that for years. Oh,
what was great though?
He got burnt in the fire and stuff like that.
You know what was great about Kane though? Even when he lost the mask, he still kept the one contact and the left eye to keep the character. That was great storytelling. I loved when he was coming to the ring with the black towel over his head and with the security around him, and he was in the handcuffs. That shit looked hot. That entrance looked sick. That was like one of his best entrances.
the funniest part about Kane was what he did to Vader. Because I'm nothing but a piece of shit. I'm nothing but a fat piece of shit.
Oh, let me see. Raleigh said he should have looked like Jason Voorhees when he removed his mask. Exactly. He should have looked. He should have looked deformed. Like, come on now. WWE they had money then. They could have put some makeup on him to make him look really disfigured.
You go to a movie company and
they didn't even have to do all of that. They could have did that shit backstage.
I think what they were going for was that he was mentally scarred like Batman. I think that's what they were going for.
Well, undashing Cody Rhodes.
That he should have been. That he should have been like Bane.
Nah, that would have been hot. I ain't gonna lie to that. Now, Kane at that time, Kane being like Bane, I wouldn't have minded that.
Just walk in, fuck up everybody, and leave.
But I ain't gonna lie, like him coming to the ring in the handcuffs with the black towel over his head.
That was great. Yeah, that was great.
That was a hot entrance.
He should have been champion, honestly, but Triple H
wasn't that Bischoff's idea? That was Bischoff's idea, wasn't it?
Him coming to the ring with security.
It was similar to Goldberg.
Security so and the black and the black towel over his head.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I can see it because it was similar to Goldberg's entrance, which was also a Bischoff idea. So he did have some good ideas. So
exactly, Henny God. He had charcoal smeared on his face. This dude looked like he's about to go play football or some shit.
He should have been world champion, honestly, but Triple H should have been fuck shit back then.
He should have been.
I literally screwed
he was the most dominant thing on the roster. He was more dominant than Evolution was. He was killing everybody. Even Austin was afraid of him.
He should have been. I'm telling you, he should have been Bane. Just walk into the ring. Doesn't matter who's wrestling. Just walk into the ring, fuck up everybody, leave.
Right. Speaking of Austin, low key, that's like one of my favorite Austin segments. That one time where Batista got in his face backstage, where he was like, "Hey Austin, I think I know why you don't want to do this anymore. It's not because of that physicality rule. I think you just lost your nerve. You hear me, Austin? You're a coward. You're a goddamn coward." That was great.
The funniest Austin moment when he retired from the ring was when Punk said, "Can you say the alphabet backwards? I can whip your ass backwards."
Oh, that was funny as hell.
That was great. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, man. So, is this dude Punk gonna show up on Friday?
I don't think so. I think Orton is to set up the Reigns storyline.
What also didn't help too, because I didn't mention this as well. No offense to any Nashville citizens, Nashville is not a good wrestling city. So
Trashville,
bringing Punk back in Nashville, that wasn't smart. They should have been I know they just left Chicago, and Chicago's overused anyway. But if they had been like in New York, LA, St. Louis, Atlanta, you would have had a better reaction because those Nashville crowds they weren't reacting to anything last night, which also didn't help the show.
Who saw Dixie?
Oh yeah, Dixie. Yeah, Dixie was there. Yeah.
Remember, I said that. I joked about it. I was saying that, let me find out Dixie Carter's going to be CM Punk's manager. You want to light the motherfucking YWC on fire, the IWC, whatever we want to call them, motherfuckers.
Dixieland.
Have CM Punk the mayor of Dixieland?
That would have been instant.
Yeah,
that would have been
instant
heel heat.
But to your point, there's just the other thing too, like the Punk shit aside. My main issue with the current WWE product is that there's just too much shut your brain off, don't think about it stuff. Like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I call it WWE amnesia.
Right. Like a couple of weeks ago on SmackDown, there was a vignette. No, it was as a matter of fact, no, it wasn't a couple of weeks ago. It was fucking last week. It was the Go Home to Survivor Series where Nick Aldis was talking to Bianca and Charlotte and all them, and he was like, "I need to know who your
fifth is or fourth is
person was." And then when he went back in his office, Cody was there. Like, wait, what's Cody doing at SmackDown? What's that about? Like, no explanation at all. No explanation. Why the fuck is Drew McIntyre mad at Jey Uso when it was Solo Sikoa that cost him the match, not Jay? Just none of this shit makes any sense. It's like they treat us like we're fucking kids.
Because Solo would have been an automatic ass whooping.
But that's the thing. Even kids isn't watching this shit, so you can't even say that. Kids don't really watch wrestling. Like that's like when we was coming up. Like when we was coming up in both of our generations, my generation and you guys' generation, kids was watching wrestling. Kids ain't jacking wrestling nowadays because they even insult kids' intelligence.
Like I remember my friend came as Gangrel for Halloween, and he even had the Gangrel entrance.
Like this shit, that's all I'm saying. I ain't gonna lie. As a whole, all of wrestling is just fucking stupid because I don't know.
Right.
It's just like the people trying to. All right, here's the thing, right? The main thing that kills me. All of these companies, or the majority of them, always try to mimic what WWE do. That shit bothers me a lot. And it's like, understand mimicking is the best form of flattery, whatever the case may be, but come on, give me a fucking break.
When I turned off my brain, man. I turned off my brain 10 years ago. Back when that Dixieland match came up. Like, yeah, time to turn off my brain.
Yo, Top, you seen that shit with this dude Marky D? The Hawk, when he was talking about Magnus, his title, his run in TNA.
Yeah, that shit killed him. That was awful.
Yo, he flamed this dude. He flamed Magnus. This dude Marky D. You know about Marky D, right? Black Star.
Yeah, Marky D 123.
Yeah, watch that shit. Like I didn't know this dude. I didn't know this dude TNA run was that bad, especially
it was that bad. Yeah, that was right when they died. That was right when they got kicked off the Spike, and they were on Destination America, and that was the beginning of the end. They still had a good viewership on Destination America. They still had like HD, and then they moved from Destination America
to Pop,
and
that was the official.
That was when I was done with them. After that, I was done with them. Then they went to something called the Pursuit Channel, which nobody had. And then somehow they ended up on Access.
I didn't know about no Pursuit. What the hell is Pursuit?
What Pop was? Does everybody remember the TV Guide Network?
Yeah, I remember
that's
that.
Pop. That's Pop TV.
I ain't gonna lie. Pop that channel that shit put me on Schitt's Creek. You ever know about that show Schitt's Creek?
Yeah, I heard of it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's a really good show. Like that's the only thing I watch on Pop. Schitt's Creek. It got my dude from what's my dude from There's Something About Mary.
Oh, the dad from American Pie is on there too.
Yeah, him too. What's his name? Fred Willard. No, that's not Fred Willard. I'm not just, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Then yesterday, for the love of fucking God, I don't know what's wrong with these people these days, especially YouTubers. But why are you getting on the case of Malika Andrews? First off, I understand what she's saying, or I understand like what they're saying, that she always gets on black people and never gets on white people. But the people with the biggest issue in this entire situation is the Thunder. Why are you playing Josh Giddey in your starting lineup? He's an investigation for sleeping with a 15-year-old. You should bench his ass immediately until the investigation ends.
Who?
Josh Giddey, the starting point guard for the Thunder.
Wow.
Like he should not be starting unless there's something that we don't know. Like she lied about her age. Okay, then let's let the thing play out. Because if he knew, of course, it'll be a different story. But again, and I'm being crystal clear about this, he should not be starting. Why is he starting? Some woman talking about like black people like she's Kojak or something like that. No, that's not the issue. The issue is with the team trying to brush this under the rug.
Yeah, this shit happens. This shit happens all the time. I'll never forget this completely on a smaller scale. Should I protect him? You know what? Fuck. I'll say his first name. I'm not gonna say his last name. Man, when I was in high school or grade school, I knew a dude named Michael. The long story short of it is, Michael was the cool dude. He was a basketball player, wore nice clothes, always fresh, new shoes, was in shape. He was the captain of the basketball team. I knew him like since sixth grade. We were always cool. Cool dude. Cool. He was always cool to me, cool to my friends. But to make a long story short, the girl that he was dating was like 1 year older than him, right? So she graduated first, and you know how it is not everyone dates in high school, but to those who have dated in high school, it's always that awkward feeling where you're dating someone older, and like when you graduate, they used to call it playing the field, right? Because college is a different world, right? So most people break up. Like, most couples don't last past high school. Only a small percentage have like the whole sweetheart thing. So his girlfriend graduated first, and so by senior year, he was doing the whole bachelor thing. He's by himself, and I will never forget, man. First day of school, man, I saw him talking to a fucking eighth grader, and I was like, dude, you're like the most popular guy in our school. He was like our captain. He was like the star athlete. He had like I haven't used this word in fucking years, like in the yearbook, the superlatives, like most likely to succeed, best dressed. Like he won all that shit. And I was like, dude, man, you can talk to any chick you want. You can talk to seniors, juniors, sophomores, or are you talking to an eighth grade chick? So, and I remember like he was talking to eighth graders, and it was really weird. And it was just like nobody said anything. Like nobody on the team said anything because he was so good, because he was like the best player. He had like the most rebounds, the most shot assists. So it was a situation where it was like people just looked the other way because he was so good. And eventually what happened was he got this eighth grade chick pregnant, and I never saw him again. Yeah, he got her pregnant. The last time I saw him legitimately was around this time. It was right before the Christmas break. So we had the Christmas break, and then when we came back for the final 5 months, of senior year, he never did come back. And there are rumors about him, speculations about him. But that chick definitely, I'm saying chick, but she wasn't a chick. She was a girl. She was a fucking eighth grade girl. She got pregnant, and this shit happens way more than you realize. It happens in sports. It happens in politics. I don't get it, especially when you have like a successful guy who has a lot of money, a lot of popularity, a lot of fame. It's like, dude, you can be with any chick you want. Why are you talking to I think there's just something mentally wrong in their head.
I'm not doubting Josh Giddey's talent. He averages 18 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists a game. But you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He can run the point for you. Sit him down for however long this investigation lasts, so everything could be in order, so everything could be put away. Like, it makes no sense for a team to be Captain Save-A-Ho for Josh Giddey. It makes no sense to me. Like, if this was the 90s and this shit would have happened, the correct blame would have went to the correct place, which is the team. The broadcaster's not broadcasting it. I'm not them. I'm not who they are. You shouldn't be attacking them.
I'm not even gonna hold you though. Like I haven't watched. I don't even know what you're talking about. I know about some of the we said Gilchrist, and like I ain't gonna lie, I barely even watch sports like that.
You have a good point guard. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander won gold in the World Basketball Championships for his country, Canada, and he's a solid point guard, former Clipper, very good point guard. Why isn't he starting? He should be your starting point guard. Giddey, who's from Australia, former first team all rookie, gonna be in the All-Star game this year if enough Australians vote him in. But to me, that should be no excuse. you should be sit down. You should be sent home. Because again, that's no excuse. But I'll send you I'll send you like the information about him, Sandman. If you don't know.
Right. All right.
Hold on,
Cool,
just give me a second.
cool.
Just give me a second.
Yo, Joe, I was gonna ask you, have you been watching MLW as of late?
A little bit of it. I think that they got a little sloppy shop thing going on right now with Court Bauer. He kind of pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. That's one of the main reasons why I've been giving them a break. I'm not sure if you know about the AAA situation. That was kind of embarrassing on their part. So
what?
I don't have their names in front of me, but the long story short of it is that there was 2 luchadors for MLW. Because MLW has a relationship with AAA.
Yeah.
But there's 2 particular luchadors that haven't been used since June of last year, and so they were both complaining on social media that they were requesting for their release from MLW because they hadn't been used. And so then that was when MLW, like the actual MLW Twitter account, had said that what happened was that their contracts had expired at the beginning of this year, but instead of informing that to the luchadors, they informed AAA to tell them that their services were no longer needed. But for whatever reason, AAA did not inform them. So there was a miscommunication, basically. So it's like if you're at a job and instead of being let go and being told, because if you're being let go, you get called to the office and they say, hey, thank you for what you've done, but we're going to let you go. So nobody communicated to them that they were gone. So it just makes MLW look Bush League, and it makes.
Well, hold on. Were they still coming to work, even though they?
No, what they were doing was they were at home not working, and so they weren't getting booked anywhere. And the reason they weren't getting booked was because they thought they were still signed to MLW, but they weren't signed.
That's crazy.
So, right. And so
were they getting paid?
No, they were not getting paid. So they were just sitting at home with nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so
shouldn't that be your
clue?
They
were sitting at home, not getting paid, still on contract, and they wasn't trying to release them out their contract, even though they told them, look, I'm trying to get out my contract.
I'm guessing a language barrier probably has something to do with it. I'm not sure if they can speak English.
So they have nobody. They have nobody in MOW that speaks Spanish.
Right.
Another good question. Right. So that was the first thing that happened. And the second thing that happened is the whole Alex Hammerstone situation where Alex Hammerstone requested his release. And then he was on Twitter saying how Court Bauer had been ignoring his calls and his text messages. And he doesn't know if he has heat or not. Then they just recently used him a week ago. He finally made his return, and they're turning it into a story where he's like a free agent or something like that. But according to what John told me, and John does have some pretty good sources, he said that they worked out some kind of deal privately that he'll be gone by the end of the year. Court Bauer tried to say that Hammerstone was a problem.
Hammerstone?
Yeah. Court Bauer.
Yeah, these dudes. I see that Hammerstone and what's my dude name again? They got a stable together. Hammerstone.
The big dude. Yeah, the big dude. I know who you're talking about. He's like a manager or something like that. I don't know his name.
You say Laurent, yeah.
Yeah, and he's saying Laurent or something like that. But yeah, but according to what John told me, he'll be gone by the end of the year. Court Bauer tried to say some shit like, "Oh well, I stopped using Hammer because he was difficult to work with, and he didn't want to do the job to Alex Kane," which I don't believe at all because I've never heard any negative stories about Hammerstone ever. So it's just a lot of sloppy shop shit going on in MLW, which kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Selfishly, I'm kind of salty that Fatu is still there because Fatu is so fucking good. It's like, man, why the fuck is he still wasting away in fucking MLW? But I know,
because he's loyal, isn't it? Because of loyalty. The same problem.
Yes.
And this dude, Alex Kane, he put this dude to sleep. He put him to sleep at Fightland. Yeah. He put this dude, Jacob Fatu, to sleep, choked him out.
Yeah, Dynasty put you on information about Josh Giddey.
Oh, has any Australian first round pick panned out? First Exxon busted, then Ben Simmons. Now this guy.
Yeah, Ben Simmons. He's a fucking head case. Exum just fucking sucks. but Ben Simmons, I don't know how. Like, do you guys remember there was a playoff series? And for those guys who don't know, Ben Simmons cannot shoot to save his life. He can dunk. He's a 6'10" point guard, basically. That's what we get at. He's a 6'10" point guard. He can handle the rock. He can pass. He's a jack of all trades, but not a king of anything. the one thing he can't do is that he can't shoot the ball. So Atlanta made him shoot the ball. Made him shoot 12-foot jumpers, and he started airballing it. It got to the point when Ben Simmons had an open dunk, and the Hawks point guard was about to foul him. He passed up the open dunk to pass it to some guy in the middle of the lane, and the guy caught the ball. He's like, "What are you doing? Dunk the ball." And ever since that day, the amount of people who makes fun of this poor kid, it's just amazing, because he could have been so much better. People were comparing Ben Simmons to LeBron James before that.
Really?
Yeah. Like, people were comparing him to LeBron James because, like, he was something that nobody has seen before. He's a 6'10" point guard. I don't think there was anything since. Like, 6'10" who brings the ball up the court.
That is crazy.
Handles the rock. Like, he does. He does things perfectly. The only thing that he's missing is a jump shot, a consistent jump shot.
Well, he's too damn tall. Like a motherfucker that tall, he can't shoot. You know what I mean? He might throw the ball over the damn backboard.
No, but there's a difference though.
Like, if he was to have a jump shot, he can't jump at all. Just throw that shit in that motherfucker.
But Tim Duncan has a bit of a jump shot. He could hit a 16-footer.
You know, you got a point. Yeah, he's definitely a good shot. And, you know, Tim Duncan shots go out to St. Thomas. You already know that, big solid T-Rock.
But like, he was just sitting there. And, like, nowadays, like back in the day, he used to average, like, 14 points, like 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Now he averages, like, 8, 5, and 2. So it's like, what the fuck happened to him? It's weird and it's sad. But here's the saddest part about this. Do you know how much money Ben Simmons makes per year to average 8 points a game? Does anybody want to know? Anybody?
I have no idea.
He makes $42 million per year. Who gave him that contract? Oh, by the way, the Philadelphia 76ers gave him that contract. So who do you blame for this?
Well, who making that much money? $42 million a year.
Ben Simmons does.
Oh my God! I'm doing the wrong thing in life.
We're all doing the wrong thing in life.
The fuck out of here!
And oh, by the way, he's in year 2, or no, year 3, I believe, of that $42 million deal. Which means it's going to get worse.
Shit.
I heard that didn't like Rhea Ripley like lick on something and like it was being sold for like 30 grand.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, motherfucker bought that shit. I forgot for how much. I'm like, damn, these motherfucking wrestling fans are weird, man.
It's fucking simps, bro.
And it's like, yo, was it like a piece of paper, or an autograph or some shit like that? I don't know.
It's been going on for years, bro. Simps is literally a sickness. I remember this was years back. Britney Spears had like a chewed piece of gum that was being sold for like 50 grand or some shit.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
Like,
you know these motherfuckers done put that gum in their mouth and chewed that shit all week.
Like I remember, I think it was either Natalia or somebody else, and like they was selling used panties.
Yeah,
Rhonda.
Yeah, her and her sister.
I won't be surprised.
Yeah.
Rhonda did it too. Like Rhonda sold used panties. Like, why would you sell used panties for?
Because these motherfuckers, I don't know, man. Like, it's like, wow. I don't know what to say about these motherfuckers being like, especially when it comes to these wrestling fans. You know, these crazy ass wrestling fans never cease to amaze me.
No. I'm sorry. Dynasty has it right. Ben Simmons is making $45 million a year. So yeah, $45 million a year to average 8 points. What the fuck?
That's why they love OnlyFans.
Fucking weird. Yeah, people are asking the wrong question. People are always asking, "Oh, why do girls do stuff like that?" Don't be asking that. The question needs to be asking is, why the fuck do guys keep fucking paying for it? That's the real problem.
I remember, remember that guy from New York who lied about it, who lied getting into Congress.
Yeah, that was stupid too. Because first of all, this is how dumb that was. How the fuck? Because if you say you went to a school, like, I don't know if people know this or not. I mean, it's fucking stupid. I should be
you can look it up right away.
Right, you can look it up. Right, if you went to a school and you legitimately have like an alma mater, you can go to the website and literally click on alumni. So the fact that he did that shit and no one did research, like, wow, like fucking white folks. Like
for the topper, he said. He said that. Oh, I played volleyball at the school. So like, you do know you can look this up, right?
George Santos.
Yeah, you do know you can look this up, right?
Right. I can go to my school's website and I can just look up my shit. It's still there. That's how it is. Everything's digital.
Then he
look up anything.
Then it came out. That he said that like, oh, he spent campaign money on OnlyFans. I was like, well, at least it was good porn. Spend money.
People are fucking weird.
Like, if you're gonna spend money, might as well make it worth it.
Yeah, the one I always remember is what AJ Lee said. AJ Lee has a book, and I was never a huge fan of hers, but she definitely got taken advantage of by a bunch of fucking perverts and shit. So what they did for AJ Lee, and I may be fucking traumatizing some people here, but who fucking knows? Because she had like a lot of sips too. But when she was doing the whole thing with Daniel Bryan, remember when she was Daniel Bryan's girlfriend?
Yeah.
They fucking had producers, and this was Johnny Ace's, man. If this doesn't tell you the dude was a fucking weirdo, Johnny Ace or John Laurinaitis, he basically said, April, because that's her name, April. He was like, April, you're really cool, you're a good worker, but he was like, but nobody wants to fuck you. Like, those are his exact words. His exact words.
What?
Like,
I remember.
He said nobody wants to fuck you, and so he said we have to make you more fuckable. So yeah, it wasn't like we have to make you more cute, we have to make you more attractive. His literal exact words were, we have to make you more fuckable. Like, Jesus Christ, if that happened in wrestling now or any fucking business, like whoever that person was would be fucking like canceled forever. And so what they did was they had like fucking assistants go to like Target and fucking like not Toys R Us, but fucking like Babies R Us, and they got AJ Lee to wear like fucking short jeans that are meant for like a fucking 10-year-old.
Yeah, like the Daisy Dukes, some short shorts, the short jeans.
Right. So that's like a trick that like a lot of maybe sheltered guys don't know. So if you see a chick who like suddenly all of a sudden seems to have an ass, and it's just like, wait, she didn't have an ass before. What happened? A trick that some girls do is they'll purposefully will wear like bras or like shorts that are like way too tight to make their shit look more,
We all know that, Toph. Like, shit, that's what females always do.
I know. I'm just saying, there might be some dudes who don't know that, but that's what they did.
Yeah, you ain't never lied to you.
I was
you tell motherfuckers like, hey, look, you wrestling geek. When females want to look sexy, they wear clothes that are tight and too small for them. You bum.
Like I remember when like there's like this rumor that, like, I don't know if it's true or not, but like that Johnny Ace slept with one of the Bella twins.
Probably.
Isn't he their stepmom or some shit like that? Stepdad. Excuse me, I said step.
Yeah.
I won't be surprised if he's on that type of time.
Yeah,
but
I heard all kinds of crazy shit about them. I heard that they were into
swinging.
Yeah, I've heard that. The craziest thing I heard about them was that they are into
allegedly.
What's the? I'm trying to find a PG way to say this. I've heard that they used to have fuck. I can't say this in a PG, man. I'm not gonna say it. Never mind. I'll just be quiet.
Use a euphemistic term. That might work.
Okay. I heard that they were into the number 2. Yeah, there you go.
Playing basketball.
So
you know when they like to shoot for the rim. When like
to shoot. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
They like to play basketball.
There you go. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Right.
Good job, Sammy.
I know what's her name was fucking Johnny Ace. Oh boy, Rosa Mendez, whatever the fuck her name was, because she was there forever and wasn't doing anything.
Word, right?
Right.
Like you want to talk about somebody that was completely useless? Like Kelly was like a Hall of Famer compared to her.
Kelly was good.
Like Rosa Mendez ain't do a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
I remember like
all she did was make out with fucking Paige on Total Divas, and don't ask me how I know that.
Yeah, Rosa Mendez and fucking Alicia Fox. Everybody had a turn. That's all I'll say.
Booker T is by far the funniest broadcaster in all of wrestling.
Shucky ducky quack quack.
Like when Trick Williams comes out, the fans are going, "Whoop that Trick." And then, like, you can hear Booker T go, like, "What? Look that."
My problem with Trick Williams, it's not his fault. My problem with him is that it just feels so fucking out of touch. Like I feel like Trick Williams or a person like him would have been fire like in fucking 2007, 2008, back when that shit was actually relevant. But in 2023, WWE is so late to get with the times when it comes to cool shit. Like, whoop that trick.
And that's the thing too. They're saying
doing it.
And that's the thing. If they're saying whoop that trick, like that means y'all want this dude Trick Williams to get beat up. Do y'all know that, right? You're saying whoop that trick. That means everybody's chanting for a Trick to get beat up. I don't get it.
but the funniest part is Booker T joining in on it. Whoop that trick. Like, yeah, whoop that trick.
Yeah, he definitely adds to the presentation. He adds to it for sure. Just like when Brock would come out and Taz would be like, "Here comes the pain." It's the little stuff that definitely adds to the presentation.
Thinking about shutting it down early today because I gotta wake up mad early.
Alrighty.
But I ain't mean to just come abruptly with that, but I just lost track of time.
No, but like let me like end it with by saying this. Like, what do you guys think of great rivalry storylines?
Shit, we could beat. That's like another half hour.
You went out there. What did you say?
No, just like a real quick. Which one was your best one?
The Mega Powers.
I didn't hear the question. You went out for me. What did you say?
Like, which one was your best storyline rivalry in wrestling?
The Mega Powers. That's like my favorite one.
Like 8th on my list. Like the best one on my list was a Hogan and The Rock. Oh no, not Hogan and The Rock. The Rock and Austin.
Okay, that's a good one. Fuck that. I'll say this also. I'll say Luger. One of my favorite rivalries is Luger and Yokozuna. That's one of my favorite rivalries too. I'll be your hero.
I'll be your hero. What's yours, Toph?
I don't know. I'd think about it. That's a loaded question. I'll think about it and answer on Friday. I can't think of anything. Nothing's coming to my head right now.
Like another one on my list is Brett. Brett and Owen would always be on my list.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, since you mentioned it, yeah, I guess the only thing that can come to my mind really is just Brett and Austin. I like that rivalry.
Hell
that was
yeah.
that got me into it when I was a kid.
Brett had a lot of great rivalries, though.
I think the one I always remember is that one fucking promo on Raw where Austin's like, if you want my opinion of the Hitman, put the letter S on top of it.
Shit, man. Yeah, and he got Big Show.
Oh my god, not that one.
Like another good one. Like another good one, and like I'm sorry for bringing up his name, but Benoit and Taskmaster was a good one.
Oh yeah,
they I ain't gonna lie, they was fucking each other up in the Falls Count Anywhere. Was that match a Falls Count Anywhere match?
All three of them were like all three of their biggest matches was Falls Count Anywhere matches.
It was a great feud.
I'm about to get you up out of here now, Henny God. Now you tripping. Test versus Scott.
It was a great feud because it felt real because it was real. Awkward.
There's a girl in the men's bathroom.
That will forever be the funniest line I've ever heard in a fucking podcast interview where fucking I forgot Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash said Sullivan. I can't even say it without correcting. Kevin Nash said Sullivan booked his own divorce. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, then he got to say Tez versus Scott Steiner. The type of time that this dude on. Ain't nobody trying to see no damn Tez.
What were they feuding over? They were feuding over Stacy Keibler's leg.
Yeah. Come on, Henny God. Put the drink. You definitely got to put the drink down saying some bullshit like that.
Flair and Sting. Flair and Sting, Flair and Hogan, and Flair and Austin was good. But
I'll say this much though. I'll say this much, and I'm not gonna. Before this is the last thing I'll say. Since you're talking about great rivalries, and I know I'm not gonna blame him for this. It's not his fault. I blame it for Vince. As much as WWE has given Roman all his accomplishments, I would argue he doesn't have that one iconic rivalry. And I'm not even going to say that's his fault. That's Vince's fault because Vince tried so hard to push him as a face that it just wasn't working. And this, he can be champion for 5,000 days. In my opinion, when it's all said and done, he doesn't have that one rivalry that's going to stand the test of time.
Roman and Orton might be good.
Well, I would say his him as a tribal chief, his greatest rivalry was Brock Lesnar.
Right, and that's Vince's fault because they kept going back to that so many times, and they went back to the well way too many times. Right. A guy with the accomplishments of Roman and everything he's done, he should be having we should be sitting here I should be just pit-pocking stuff like if you mention Austin or Brett or Shawn or Triple H, all kinds of names come to mind, but with Roman, nothing. But I'm not going to give Roman shit for that. That's not his fault. That's Vince's fault. So
Warrior and Hogan was so funny. Hogan.
That's another good one down to see. Vader and Sting, definitely.
Yeah, Vader Sting in the 90s, yeah.
Hell yeah, Razor Ramon and HBK.
The ladder match,
I think under different circumstances, Roman and Drew could have been a feud like that, but they've never had a real feud. They've only had one-off matches for whatever reason. So
their first match when they was both champion for their respective brands, that match was classic. Was that like 2 years ago?
Yeah, the COVID was still pretty bad back then. They were in the Thunderdome.
Mm-hmm. AJ and Joe was always going to be a funny one.
AJ and Roman had a good match back when AJ first came in. That could be something too.
That's the thing with Roman Reigns. At that time, Roman Reigns, he always had great matches with I guess you could say middleweights. Because you can still consider, well, at that time, you can still consider AJ Styles a middleweight, even though he's
like AJ and Joe both in TNA and WWE were just funny as all shit.
Shit. But anyways, I'm about to shut it down. I'm fucking hungry. I'm about to make me some grilled cheese and call it a night.
one time before we go, oh Wendy.
Oh Wendy.
Yeah, he's about to go.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Samoa Joe, shots go out to Draymond Green. Like this dude Draymond Green be like, remember you told me Black Saw that this dude Draymond Green said he's not apologizing about nothing.
I apologize to absolutely nobody.
That's what I'm talking about. And Samoa Joe gave him the green light. Samoa Joe was like, man, look, let Draymond Green live. Be good. That's it. If Samoa Joe gave him the green light, y'all can't say nothing to Draymond Green. He could choke out whoever the fuck he want.
Draymond basically pulled a Joe. Joe in the NBA.
Shit.
Walk up to a motherfucker and just choke him the fuck out.
Well, yeah, B. About to fall back and all that. We're gonna link up again on Friday. Make sure y'all check out the community tab and all that. I have some you know what I mean, some shorts posted also. We're gonna keep this shit going. We're gonna keep the subbies rolling in. We're on the road to 600 subbies, B. Let's get it.
Road to 600.
600 on the subbies. Hit that thumbs up. And Sonny, you slut.
What?
You slut.
Wait, hold up. Wait,
Like you didn't hear him jump for 17 years?
17 years.
Wait, what? Something just leaked? I know you're just going to end the show, but all right, we'll talk about it Friday.
No. Hold on. Breaking news.
What happened?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and read this. We're being told that Raw's next TV deal has either been completed or extremely close to being completed and is expected to be announced before January 1st, 2024. There are currently 3 bidders in order for the rights, and Warner Brothers Discovery is one of them.
Wow.
Disney is also rumored to be one of the bidders, and Amazon is also in the running. So Warner Brothers, Discovery, Disney, and Amazon.
Yo, Disney been wanting WWE for a minute now.
It's most likely going to go to Disney. It's most likely going to go to FX.
Yeah, Disney's been wanting WWE for years.
Like it's going to go to FX. Like, there's no question in anybody's mind anymore. It's going to go to FX.
I'm telling you, B, when we all dead, the only thing that's going to be left is Disney and Amazon and Target.
And TNA.
TNA, right?
Let's go and cross the line.
Thanks for the breaking news, B, and we'll continue on with that on Friday for more developing news.
All right, later, guys.
Hit that thumbs up, y'all, and don't be a twerp. Yeah.